Hey everyone, Melissa from melissaversusfibromyalgia.com here. Oh, it's been a beat. So I had to take a little bit of a break from updates and letting you know what was going on because I got hit with some big news. Ultimately, it doesn't change too much, but it threw me for a loop. So I got access to my medical records for the first time ever. And it only goes back 10 years, but it was a very, very shocking revelation. Apparently, I was diagnosed with chronic fatigue syndrome as a long-term condition before the fibromyalgia. But here's what's more shocking is I was never told. I was never told about the CFS diagnosis. And so what happened is, looking back in the system, it looks like every single year a doctor has written a short-term diagnosis of fibromyositis. And back in 2014, they put chronic fatigue syndrome as a long-term diagnosis. And then it wasn't until 2019 where they put fibromyalgia as a long-term diagnosis, which is a shock because, I have a blog, a few books, a YouTube channel, Facebook groups, all called fibromyalgia, right? Melissa versus fibromyalgia. I mean, my newest book is right here. Fibromyalgia won't win. So I've been on a big period of learning, and it's been a journey. Ultimately, it doesn't matter too much, right? I've been managing chronic fatigue, chronic pain, brain fog, trouble sleeping, post-exertion malaise, heat intolerance, cold intolerance, all sorts of things, right? I've dealt with all of those symptoms for a long time, and I have adapted. And I have a really great protocol in place. I've taken myself from moderate to mild in terms of my regular symptoms and the Fibromyalgia Impact Questionnaire rating scale. I'm doing well. But the cool thing is about having the chronic fatigue syndrome slash ME name is that I've got a whole heap of more information to gather. So I've been reading books and doing research and looking into it. It's really interesting, actually, as I heard from an integrative physician or practitioner, and they said it doesn't really matter what you call it. It's about what those underlying processes are. So it's about double checking what's happening. It's great because I've been working on my sleep, as I updated you recently, that quetiapine is helping me most of the time to get deeper sleep, which is really helping, obviously, because sleep is super important. And I've had impeccable sleep hygiene. I have tried all the things. I do my yoga nidra guided meditation every day. I pace. I do anything I could do to make my sleep. But until I got quetiapine, I was not getting deep sleep. But all of these things, sleep, autonomic nervous system, checking anything in terms of like your blood work that often gets in the road, like iron, thyroid, B12, all those things. We're ruling that out and looking into it. I'm looking into nutrition at the moment, looking at whether or not I make any changes and what kind of changes I might make. I am playing with a little bit lower carbohydrate, but not lower vegetables. So obviously just eating a lot more green leafy vegetables and all of those wonderful vegetables, but increasing my protein and my fat and seeing how that goes. It's helping me to feel a bit fuller. It's very, very early days, but it's helping me to feel fuller. Hopefully I don't lose any weight because I've lost too much since my last baby. That's been quite a journey as well. But you can kind of see so much. I'm learning so much. But at the end of the day, my protocol is remaining the same. I am prioritizing my rest and sleep. Since learning about the CFS diagnosis, I'm being a little bit more compassionate about myself with the fact that I need the rest. So that's a bonus. But there's some reorienting going on, right? I mean, have you had that? Have you experienced that? Have you maybe suddenly got a new diagnosis or suddenly had a change diagnosis or finally got a diagnosis after, many, many years? Let me know your experience and let me know if anything significant changed for you. Also, let me know, what are you learning at the moment about these things, about fibromyalgia, about CFS? Is there something exciting you've learned? Are you trying a new diet? Is a dietary intervention helped you? And anything else? Let's catch up about it because I think we need to keep sharing the knowledge.